Alright, so here we go. I'm Seb, once again for FrameAdvantage.com with one last In the Lab video, and this time I'm joined across the United States by Mr. Justin Wong. How you doing, Justin?
Hey, what's up, man? Pretty good, pretty good.
Alright, so obviously, Justin, you are in California now, and I live in New York. So we're gonna be going ahead and playing this game online. So have you been playing online much?
Not really. I haven't been playing online that much, but I played in the wall a couple games online. It was pretty fun. Like, it's not that bad in terms of lag, but you know.
Oh yeah?
Still...
You think it's better than Street Fighter 4?
No, Street Fighter 4 is better just because it's a slower game.
Oh, okay, okay. So just the game itself lends itself nicer, not like a technical issue. Anyway, is there anything that you want me to select right now?
I just want you to pick Sentinel, and you can pick any other character after that. A lot of people are worried about Sentinel being overpowered, which he is. So like, I'm trying to show that there's a lot of anti-Sentinel tricks out there, so everyone can like, learn and be able to play the game that they want to play.
All right. Cool. Sounds good.
Mainly, like Sentinel's whole thing is like he's a big tank and it's really hard to open up, right?
Right.
Well, a lot of characters lack are like trying to do stuff like that. So all they have is like not every character can dash 8 ways, stuff like that. So if you're picking characters like Wolverine or like some cool kind of stuff, you're just like worried that what to do.
Okay.
So what I want you to do is crouch low. So again, if you're Wolverine, for example, I find out that like jump heavy slash, like exchange button, is an overhead.
All right, and you can start a combo with that, right?
You can basically start a combo after. So after you do the jump exchange, you do drill diagonal down forward, and that puts them in a stun, and then you cancel into this dive kick, which is down forward speed.
And what so, you do that when you think the other guy's gonna do like a low spit or something like that?
No, well you basically do it when you put him in block stun, because every character is always gonna block low, because you know if you don't have a triangle jump, what else can you do besides go low, right?
Right, exactly. Well, the thing is, that's applicable right when you get into Sentinel's face, and a lot of people can't make it that far.
Yeah. So what you want to use, you usually just want to call an assist, like this.
All right.
And then he's gonna block low from that position, or you could just do this, and then just go for the overhead just because you see him blocking low.
Alright, so there's a lot of characters in this game and a lot of assists. Now what are the type of assists that you're looking for when you're trying to cover yourself on the way in like that?
You're basically looking for assists that covers like the ground. So like for example the whirlwind covers like most of it. Sentinel's drones, which is what everyone is using right now, is very popular. Or if you want to call like an assist that like has priority, you can call like the spin kick, which has a lot of priority. Like any assist that labels direct, like when you're choosing assist, that means it comes out instantly.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Like Chun-Li's lightning laser, it comes out instantly, and it has already so much priority. So that's really good for defense tools. Like in Marvel 2, it's like about like dragon punches, the anti-air. But in this game, it's not really about anti-air. It's about projectile assist. It's about assist that covers screens more than just plain anti-air.
You know, that's something that that a lot of the art guys were saying too, that this game, more so than the previous one, favors kind of zoning and screen control. And from long range, like, you're going to have to deal with people that zone you out the entire game.
Yeah, so it's basically, you have to be very creative. So like, before time runs out, like block all Sentinel.
Okay.
So what I did to create like something to scare people off is do this. Like that's one combo. But if you could do other combos, like... Oh, he's quite dead.
Right. Now the thing is, these combos, did you come up with them on your own, or did you make them up based on what you found in mission mode, or how'd that come out?
There's like a little backstory, right?
Okay.
So I got this game on Friday, you know, because stores will break Street Day before GameStop. And I played this game, and then I was playing with Flo, and he picked Sentinel, and he just kept waiting with Sentinel, and it got me because the amount of effort that it took him to kill me was non-existent.
Oh god.
So I went to training mode. I went into the lab, and I'm like, all right, I want to find out some anti-Sentinel technology and show that like, okay, you cannot pick Sentinel and just win.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So obviously, Sentinel as a character is something that's really powerful right now. Are there any like other major things that you're trying to learn how to fight against? Like any specific characters or specific assists?
Um, right now it's just learning how to beat Sentinel.
Okay.
Like, 'cause
It's that much of a problem, huh?
I feel like every other character like is good, but like it's not just cheap. You know, like I respect the other characters. Like,
Oh,
if
but you
pick,
don't
like,
respect Sentinel?
there's no respect.
No
Sentinel is, like,
respect.
there's no respect to Sentinel at all. Like, because all you have to do is just do one combo, right? Like you get one good launcher combo, and you're basically it's a good game.
All right, especially in X Factor.
And that's what you see from everyone, right? Like I know like Sentinel's assist is like the best thing ever.
Right,
So,
right.
because like everyone's gonna rush down with Sentinel next to you. But like the main problem is that Sentinel has the biggest comeback back in the game.
Right.
So once you can like destroy that, then that's alright. So another thing with Wolverine, what I do is like after I do the overhead combo, I like to go in for resets.
Okay.
So so just hold down back.
Uh-huh.
So it's a fast reset.
Whoops. Oh, I see. So you're using the quarter circle back move to set up a cross up.
Because after you do one dive kick, that counts as a wall bounce.
Okay.
The second one, it puts you straight down. You just get up right away.
Right, right.
Recover right away, and the screen like shifts, right, because it has to follow me, because I'm doing the last attack. So after that, I cancel the quarter circle back move with the C button. I call out Akuma assist at the same time, because the Akuma assist is a direct and it comes out right away and it'll juggle you.
Oh, that's perfect. All right, yeah, let me heal up Sentinel a little bit so you can show off that stuff again.
So I get a free combo.
Now, all this stuff you're showing right now is with Wolverine. Is Wolverine the point man for your team right now?
I like him a lot. He's really fun, but I've been playing like at least so many characters. Like, I don't really have a set team, but I can see that Wolverine could be one of my set characters. Cause he's really, really good with him.
Well, what are his pros and cons?
His con is that he has no good keep away game.
Okay.
His pro is that he's so aggressive that like it's very overwhelming, and he doesn't have instant overheads just against Sentinel. He has an overheads against every other character.
I was about to ask you if that setup worked on smaller characters than Sentinel. So is it that same one?
No, it's not this. You have to use jump short.
Okay. But is jump short enough to combo from?
Yep. Because if you press well, I do a block string, so I do crouching short, right, and call at the same time, and then jump short right away. But once I jump short, the Akuma assist will still catch him in the combo because it's like 3 hits.
And what if it got push blocked?
If it gets push blocked, I get push blocked, but Akuma assist will still put you on block stuff, so I still get the dash in.
Okay. All right. So it's a Wolverine and Akuma combo. Now you have Storm out here too, and you obviously throughout your career in playing video games, you've played a hell of a lot of Storm. Is Storm part of your team right now too?
Storm is my stable. She's like what I was known for.
Right.
I kind of have to play Storm at the same time.
Well, you were known for flying away and getting time overs too, but that's a little bit more difficult in this game.
It's a little difficult, but I'll still bear it.
Okay. You know, for those people at home that have seen your posts on Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that, you've been seemed like pretty frustrated with how the game was shaping up. How are you feeling about it now?
Well, at first, like I was getting frustrated just because like it's definitely nowhere near Marvel 2, but the creative control that you have in this game is very powerful, and that's what's keeping my interest a lot, and that's why I'm playing all these like random characters that I would never see myself playing in Marvel 2 at all. Like I would never play Wolverine in Marvel 2.
Sure.
I would never play Akuma in Marvel 2. Like I'm known for playing low tiers, but like all the characters in this game interest me a lot. Like I want to learn like every character in this game.
Cool. So so what other weird characters have you been looking at?
Except for Sentinel, I don't want to learn that.
Okay, yeah.
Well, Akuma is really sick. I think Akuma is like really top tier in this game.
All right. Hey, earlier when we were messing around in training mode, you had Phoenix out. Are you planning to play her at all?
Right now, I'm still learning how to play Phoenix, just because like I'm trying to understand like her concept, just because it's really hard to like play with her. Just not like she's really easy to play with. This is like the mental part in terms of having only like 420 hit points is kind of scary.
Yeah, that's about 50% of the next weakest character, I think.
You know, Akuma's always known for having the lowest health.
Well, I mean, you know, not every time. Seth had less health than him in 4, and you know,
yeah.
there's been at least one at this point, you know.
Okay, so what I do with like.
Oh, did you want to snap me? Sorry.
What's not Modoc? So I want like block low.
Okay.
Okay, that doesn't work.
Alright, so the exchange overhead. Oh wait, it did work. Maybe when I'm cornered or something.
Alright, but what against most characters that's normal size that doesn't work with this, I just do jump short.
Okay. And then you can go from jump short into the drill, jump short into the dive kick or something?
I have to call it assist. You can't do jump short dive kick, like or drill.
Got it.
Have to call assist. So what I do is I press crouching short, crouching A, and call Akuma at the same time, and then jump A. See?
Oh wow, that's nice. Now, have you also been experimenting with things like assists that hit low or assists that hit overhead and stuff like that to set up those kind of situations as well?
Yeah. I use it with Wesker. Wesker assists the best for low assist.
The gunshot that can OTG?
Yep. Bust out Sentinel.
Alright.
Now what I do with Akuma is like you would think Akuma has no chance at all against this guy. Like that's probably like everyone's like, oh, it's a Shoto, he's gonna get zoned out. But the funny thing is that Akuma has really thick instant overheads against Sentinel. All you have to do is just do jump exchange. This button right here will instant overhead Sentinel. It looks so weird. But you can do more because you don't need an assist. You can just cancel a hurricane kick.
Oh wow.
And then combo from that. Oh. Laggy lag.
Yeah, we are dealing with the cross-country connection. Oh my goodness.
So that's like one of the combos that you could do with Akuma to like just do something crazy. But
you know, it is impressive. It is an impressive setup, especially off an overhead. The thing is, once again, the question is, how are you going to get into that situation with Sentinel sitting in front of you blocking?
You have to use your assist. Like like I said, he doesn't need an assist to combo after the instant overhead.
Mm.
So if I do like something like block.
Uh huh.
Oh yeah, block.
What? Oh my bad.
Like block. See like that.
Oh wow.
So like, switch out characters real fast. Let me just go 2 meters, 3 meters. Let's go. And also, like, you always want to put Akuma against Sentinel just and have 3 meters just for this reason. Like, now tag him back Sentinel.
Yeah, he's about to die.
Right. Now, just do Hyper Sentinel for us?
Oh, sorry, wrong buttons. Oh god.
You right there? How I just Raging Demon your Sentinel from like even though you threw out like all your stuff.
So does that work? It works against Hyper Sentinel Force. Does it work against like Spit and everything?
It works on anything that Sentinel does. Like if I block your launcher, I can do Raging Demon. If I see you do a Spit, I can do Raging Demon. If I see any type of whiff moves, I can Raging Demon.
All right. So the thing is, so you probably don't have Akuma out in front as your point, right? Probably you want to have a battery character to build him some meter first.
Yeah, he's basically my assist character for the beginning for my Wolverine Rushdown. And once, you know, like Akuma gets 3 meters, then I bust him out. Because I'm like, alright, if you press anything, I don't even have to rush it down anymore. I can just wait for you to attack me all day. And I can just input the demon. The input the demon is really easy. It's not like where it's press Q, it's not like Q where you press like,
yeah, jab,
short,
back.
yeah, jab.
Yeah, whatever.
But it's just really fast because it's not like, it's like, because you know how ABC, it's in the first 3 buttons on the top. So you don't have to go, you don't have to go to like the actual light punch, light kick. You can just do AA forward DC. So it's like a little piano rhythm.
All right, cool. Well, let's keep going with any more anti-Sentinel tricks that you have. But I'd like to get a little more general about this discussion about, you know, the top players, they remain top players even though new games come out, you know? And even when the games are really new and people don't have that much time to come up with stuff, the people that are winning tournaments, they still... Oh, jeez.
Oh, that's great.
Did you just get this? Oh crap! Yeah, let me See, I'm gonna have to erase your stupid gamer tag in so many different positions because of this. Like, are you still online?
Yeah, I'm online still.
All right. So, other than doing things like training hard to combat specific setups or specific problematic characters and things like that, what else do you have to be to prepare to be a top player in like a brand new game?
I think the main thing in a new game is to make sure your execution and clutch is like always on point. So like most of the time, new players they don't really have this thing called clutches where like you pull off like crazy amazing things in like in high pressure situations.
So, but the thing is, like, how do you get good at that? The only thing you can do to have clutch is either be born with it or have a lot of have experience, right? That's it.
I always recommend to people that you always have to travel. Like traveling is very important. So if you want to like get the clutch thing, you have to travel and go to like tournaments and like do the casual things. And you have to like have like fire and motivation. Like what I mean by fire, I mean like if you lose, don't be like, oh, the games, better luck next time. You gotta have like an attitude like, damn, I lost, and then you have to think about why you lost, and like not to be emo about it, but like go home and just train harder, like put like the Rocky theme song on and do something like very motivated, but just don't take it as like, oh, I lost or like big game.
So you're saying this motivation came from you losing to Flow Sentinel all the time?
Oh, yeah, I was raging because like I feel like I can beat Flow like almost every game possible, except for Darkstalkers.
Okay, sure. Hey, while you mentioned Darkstalkers. Now, this is something that we were talking about in the arc earlier. That Marvel has always been a game where the Americans dominate, and it's probably like the only Japanese fighting game where the Americans dominate. Now, do you think that tradition is gonna keep going with Marvel 3?
Well, I feel like this game, this engine, is like just because the game has Marvel's Capcom 3 as the title doesn't mean like it's basically Marvel's Capcom 2 just with a 3 instead of 2.
Right.
It's totally a different brand new game, and a lot of people have a lot of problems with this game. So like the Marvel 2 players, they're not really interested in this game. And the way this game works is that like every character has a good fighting chance to win. And Japan loves that about video games. Like they want to play with like every character, or like if someone like, oh, I'm a big Deadpool fan, like they'll play with Deadpool. But like if you were like, I'm a big Sakura fan in Marvel 2, it really wouldn't work out that well because you're forced to pick top tiers in Marvel 2. Even though like the level, the in-depthness of like top tiers are really strong, it doesn't really have the diversity that Marvel 3 has in terms of just character usage.
All right. Well, the thing is, not let's step it down then from international competition. I think this is the first game that you learned from scratch completely in the West Coast. For those people watching that don't know, Justin moved to the West Coast during the lifespan of Street Fighter 4, and how has that affected your training, like the way that you learn games, the way that you train up in new games?
Well, the only new game that came out has been like Marvel 3 and like I guess you could say Street Fighter 4 AE. And Street Fighter 4 AE doesn't really count because like it's basically like just a patch version of Street Fighter 4.
Sure.
So learning Marvel Capcom 3, like I haven't really, I guess, got there yet, just because like I haven't played with anyone else besides like Flo and James Chen. But like I hope that I get to play like a lot more people, and like I hope they feel the same way.
Hey,
So,
is James Chen around right now? We can get him in on this.
He's playing upstairs.
Oh, is he playing Marvel also?
Yeah, he is.
Okay, yeah. It's top players, man. Always practicing. Cool.
Yeah.
So just your last thoughts then about the game itself. Like, did it live up to your expectations? Do you think it's gonna stay around? What do you think?
Well, I've been waiting like 10 years for the game, so like, even though like I think it's like really cheap and pretty easy to play with, Like I'm still gonna just play it to death, just because like I was always born as a Marvel 2 player.
Right, right. Well, that's the thing actually. Even though like the name Justin Wong at this point is synonymous with American fighting gaming in general, you started off and like at your core was Marvel 2 player. And on that note, the Evolution tournament, like which kind of defines American fighting game tournaments, started off as focusing on versus game, right?
Yeah, it focused on well, it's basically like before Evolution it was called like the B series, and they focused on just Street Fighter in general. So like Marvel's Capcom One, I believe was the first Evolution, not Evolution, but B series fighting game before Marvel 2 came out. And I was never part of that scene, but I was definitely part of the whole Marvel 2 era. And Marvel 2 got me like really like excited just because like when it first came out, I always wanted to be the best at Marvel 2.
Do you
And
feel that same excitement for this game?
I do, but just not as much as I did in part 2 because in part 2 I was like 15 years old, like 14 to 15 years old.
Yeah, you're spending all day at the arcade just playing the computer when nobody would play you, right?
Yeah, all day in the arcade, and I had like this rivalry. It's not. Well, it wasn't a rivalry, but it was like a goal to beat Eddie Lee because he was the best back in the day. Like I am like the new Eddie Lee. Like he was the best, and I always wanted to beat him. So I always said that if Marvel 2 ever came out, I would be the best. And
See,
he didn't go.
that's the thing. That's actually really funny that you say that you are the new Eddie Lee, because in terms of not in terms of like just who's the best in the East Coast or whatever. It was about the Eddie Lee style of gameplay. Like super turtley, super runaway, always down to get a time over. And then in Marvel 2 and in Third Strike, actually, you played that way, right?
I did play that way because Eddie Lee was like the one that like taught me how to like play lame and like split speed and all that stuff.
Yeah, so eventually down backing and backdashing and turtling all game like kind of became synonymous with Justin Wong, and then all of a sudden Street Fighter 4 comes out, and then you start playing Rufus, completely rushdown oriented character, and it looks like in this game you're going with Wolverine as well, another offense oriented, very fast character. What's up with the switch?
All right. The main reason why I played Rufus was pretty simple. Like I only played Rufus just because like at Evolution 2008, like they had like the Street Fighter 4 Invitational thing, right?
Mhm.
Everyone was just playing Ryu, and I'm like, well, if everyone keeps playing Ryu, it's gonna make the game boring. Because in my opinion, I thought in my head already, like this game is gonna be the game that's gonna put mainstream on the map. So like, I said I am not gonna be a lame player and just bore everyone with like boring playstyles because I think that will make people not like happy at all. So
So
I decided
you seriously just picked him just because he looked funny and you wanted to entertain people?
exactly that is the core reason why I did that. The core reason is to show people like, oh yeah, this game's not just about fireballs and uppercuts. You can play offensive in this game too. That's
That's
why
so
like
ridiculous.
it is pretty ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. But that was the main reason. Like, and look, and it got me to the GameStop finals, and I get to like raise my roof, do the whole little trick with my hand, put my two arms up in the air.
Raise the Rufus.
Yeah. So then, that's why I did it, and I feel like the more, I guess, fun that you can make the game look, the better the game will do, and that's why like I like to play like Rushdown now, even though like I'm so much better at being turtle-ish and playing Runaway. I'm like so much better at it, and I know I can like probably win a lot more than like because it's low risk, high reward.
Right.
But I like to like I guess impress people and just like show that the game is really fun and that you can fun. You don't have to play lame and run away.
Yeah, I mean, when I was talking with the other the other top players at the Arc, for example, Andre, he has nobody's ever seen Jill in gameplay yet, but he's already committed to playing her in tournament for the rest of the game's life cycle, just because he likes her. And you kind of have that thing about Chun Li, right? You're a Chinese guy and you enjoy playing the Chinese character, right?
Yeah, I do. But in Street Fighter 4, she's so boring, so I'm not gonna play her. But then now in AE, I'm playing Yang, and he's Chinese, and he has cool Asian hair, so that's my new character.
You're not playing Yun?
No, Young's too easy.
I don't know, man. Like
Like, Young,
based on like that last stuff with Daigo, Takedo, and Mago, if they're saying that top three is Yun, Yang, and Fei, then all three are Chinese, right? I mean, you have plenty to choose from at this point.
I just feel like Young is overly like. Another thing is I like to pick characters that are not popular. Like for example, back in the day, in Street Fighter 4 Vanilla, no one picked Fei Long at all. And then I'm like, all right, I'm gonna pick Fei Long and show the world that Fei Long is a good character. And then I went to Battlefield, and that's when you were streaming it. And then I picked Fei Long there and won against Chris in the finals. So
Yeah,
like,
even though Chris Hu in the winners finals put you into losers, it was really exciting.
I'm not gonna. He got me there, and I came back. I had to come back 2 steps. So, so then once like Super Street Fighter 4 came out, and they buffed Fei Long so much, everyone started playing Fei Long, and I'm like, all right, I don't want to play this character anymore, just because everyone else picked this character, like, because it's not fun anymore. And that's when I picked Makoto, because no one played Makoto because they thought she was really bad.
You know, you're talking about fun a whole lot, like a lot more than I figured that a top tournament player would. Like, how important is it for you to have fun when you're playing the game, when you're watching the game, when there's a lot of money on the line?
I think when playing the game is fun, that's when you actually play at your best. If you
Really?
play with money on the line, you play really like not yourself, and you start thinking about like I need to make this money because there's so much money on this line. Like if you just think about it as this game is pretty fun, then you always your basic choking level won't be as high.
Joking level. So you're talking about your own like mental pressure breaking your execution.
Yeah, because like the thing is like when I first entered my first tournament, I was like 13 and I didn't know what a tournament was. I'm like, what's a tournament? You know, like I'm 13 years old, and I
Was
just
that for Marvel 2?
Marvel One,
Oh, Marvel 1. All right.
and like it was like 250 plus people at East Coast Championship 5, and you know, like they explained to me, oh no, you get to play a lot of people, and I was like, oh okay, that sounds cool because I want to play a lot of people because I like Marvel One. So then I did that, and I ended up getting fifth place in my first tournament. And you know, I didn't really think of it much. They just said, "Oh, you got fifth place," and I'm like, "Okay, cool," because you know I just wanted to play people. I didn't care about the tournament at all.
Well, if I may, who are you playing in that tournament? Were you just playing characters for fun, or were you playing like MSP?
Well, in Marvel One, it was a different
Oh
tier.
no, I forgot it wasn't 2. Yeah, yeah, my bad, my bad.
I was playing Strider and Gambit.
Oh,
So like,
cool characters, cool guys.
I always like Gambit. Gambit's so sick. Like he's like the Cajun, you know. He has like kinetic cards. He got like the staff. But you know, I picked Strider because he's a ninja, and every Asian guy picks Strider just because every Asian guy always picks Strider.
All right.
So
So, hey, actually, like on this note, what's every Asian guy gonna pick in this game? Like, what's every black guy gonna pick in this game? You think?
every black guy just plays Sentinel.
Not Akuma?
No. If there was Ken in this game, they would pick Ken.
Yo, I can never remember. I can never forget that one battlefield. I wasn't sure if you were at it, but there were only Asian people and black people on the tournament stations at one point, and all the Asian people were playing as black characters, and all the black people were playing as Asian characters. It was so good.
I could see all the Asian people playing in this game.
Who? Sorry.
Probably for Asian people,
Mhm.
I could see everyone playing Dante.
Dude, I feel like everybody and their mom's gonna play Dante. Like,
No, but like Asian people love playing Dante because you know, Asian people are like, oh, Devil May Cry, I get to do these cool combos. I gotta do it, you know.
I mean, that's me too. Like, Devil May Cry 1 is my favorite game of all time.
It's like, oh, okay, Dante, he's so sick.
Yeah, he's awesome. If they put Virgil in as DLC, I'm totally paying $5 and then just having an all DMC team. Oh my god.
And then like, I also believe that every Asian guy is gonna play Amoretsu too, the dog.
Oh, do you think so? How is the dog in this game? I don't know anybody that's playing her right now.
I actually think the dog has really high potential. but I haven't really fiddled around with him yet.
Yeah, she seems really cool, and that ice assist that she has is like amazing.
Cold Star is really good.
I'm not sure that it's better than Chun-Li's Gamma assist, but that assist is insane too. Oh
You said
yes,
like
wait, hold on. What? So your team now is what? I don't remember. So
uh,
you are doing Wolverine Akuma?
one of my teams is Wolverine, Akuma, and Storm, and then like my other teams are like um, Trish, Storm, Chun-Li.
Okay, and those were like from like the CES matches and stuff that Shoryuken.com posted.
Yes, and then like I have like I'm not gonna lie, I have like 17.
The game's still new. Now, what determines what team you'll play with, like in a tournament situation?
I don't know to be honest. I'm probably gonna play like Wolverine, Akuma, Storm like until I lose like first game and I decide after that. So I have like the most fun with like Wolverine, Akuma, Storm just because like their offense that really fits.
I mean that's pretty cool. No like crazy in-depth matchup strategies and stuff yet. You just playing for fun.
Yeah, I just like to do their over instant overhead cheap combos. Like the creativity of like the Wolverine Akuma team is like so interesting just because you can do like so much cool stuff like I did earlier. Like you do like instant overhead and you do the double dive kick combo and then a double dive kick stands you up and I get to do the instant toss right away with Akuma and run dive. Same everything again.
That's good stuff, man. Sounds very exciting. So, well, the thing about that is, how do you feel like the tournament scene is gonna embrace this game? You know, when Marvel 2 came out, there was not like everybody and their mom streaming and everybody and their mom posting on YouTube and stuff like that. In Marvel 2, like you had to learn how to play the game a different way. Now that there's so many, you know, resources for people that want to learn, like, do you think like everybody's gonna be like just X copying like the one thing that's really good or what?
Yeah, that's why I'm 100% sure that 85% of tournament players will play Sentinel.
Sentinel, okay. And
I
then
have
what about like the Doom missiles assist? That's what everybody's afraid of here.
the Doom missile assist is really cheap, but you can once Doom is calling out his assist, right?
Yeah.
The thing about Doom assist is like that he stays out for a really long time, so there's a large window for you to punish Doom assist.
Okay.
If you had like Storm, for example, and you see like him calling Doom assist, just do a straight Typhoon, and then cancel the Hailstorm, and it'll do like 60% of
And
Doom's
the
life.
missiles aren't gonna hit you out of the hailstorm?
By the time I recover, the missiles will hit me, but the Hailstorm will do already all its damage. Will do enough
Oh yeah, it's still worth it.
because like the thing about assist that they take 1.5 to 1 more damage
Oh
than
right. Yeah, they take so much damage. Like already everything in this game hurts so much, and they just take even more. Insane.
yeah, it's pretty bad. Like I'm not gonna lie, like damage in this game is pretty ridiculous.
Yeah, that was my next question. If other than the damage and stuff like that, well, let's talk about the damage first. Like, how much does that concern you? There's a lot of people around here that think that the tournament standard should actually be the low damage setting, which makes it much more similar to Marvel 2. But what do you think about that?
I would like that idea if but the only my only concern is that if you do that, then 100% everyone else will play Sentinel because that means you need like 50 combos to kill Sentinel because he has the most health in the game.
True. I was actually like the best argument that I had heard up to this point against that was that right now so many people in this game have relatively easy 100% combos. It's not it's so it becomes like fair because everybody can do it. But
Yeah.
if you give everybody a lot of health, then only the very few characters that have like you know the 150 200% combos, then those are the only ones that'll be viable. Instead of having everybody with one hit kills like all being viable at once.
True, but I don't know. I prefer high damage than having to hit Sentinel 50 times and because all Sentinel has to do is hit you twice instead of once.
Yeah, I mean, just in general, I think high damage is cool. Like obviously, like ST and stuff have super high damage. Every iteration of Street Fighter 4 has lowered its damage, and that kind of bums me out. I even though I know the Japanese players enjoy it.
Yeah, I like high damage to be honest, just because it just looks like I don't know. There's more hype when it comes to like high damage situations.
Yeah, yeah, sure. And then you could make those ridiculous comebacks that you're so famous for.
There's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be too many comebacks in this game. I'll say
Yeah.
that much.
I mean, comebacks are going to be practically expected now because just of how insanely powerful X Factor is.
Like yeah, like if I was able to change this game, all I would do is change the damage, or give the characters more health, and completely take out X Factor.
You would completely remove X Factor?
Completely remove X Factor, or basically have an option there to have it in the match or not have it in the match, like some rules. And if you could do that, then the game would be a lot more like playable for like tournament standards.
Oh, jeez. Well, the thing is, wow, really? I mean, I can understand like X Factor as it is right now being really hard to deal with and all that, but would you replace it with a different version of that type of concept? Because that concept has been very popular in almost every fighting game in the past couple of years. Is the cancel into nothing? So what would you replace it with?
I guess you can like because the TVC had like a baroque system, right?
Right.
Where it's like the amount of red life you have, you can always like cancel into like a more strong.
You know, I'm gonna have to tell you to be careful right now, if you're suggesting to make this game even more like TVC.
No, I'm not saying add it as baroque. I'm, like use that concept, but like don't increase like you can have X Factor, but the X Factor is basically a concept of TVC of like the baroque system where you can like cancel anytime you want and just do another combo after it.
Sure, sure.
But
Or what about the like? Not only did TVC have the Baroque system, it also had the Mega Crash, and having touch of death combos and stuff like that in this game would be a lot more acceptable if you had a get out of jail free card like that, don't you think?
Mega Crash is really good. I would like Mega Crash in a game like this just because like any character, like you said, can kill you in one hit.
Yeah. So like touch of death combos are totally part of the game at that point because you can defend yourself against them instead of just eating one short and dying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
just my opinion though.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree with the whole Mega Crash system. But I would also say that like, they could make X Factor no speed boost and no damage boost. Just basically it's an extender to a combo.
What about healing?
Healing is okay, I guess, but they should still take chip damage though.
Yeah, it's crazy that they don't take chip damage, especially just because the chip damage in this game like hurts so much.
Yeah.
I guess it wouldn't if you if you didn't have X Factor and stuff. Anyway, this thing's going on forever. It's becoming Interview with Justin Wong. Is there anything that you want to talk about in particular?
I'm trying to sign on Xbox Live. It won't let me.
I was wondering where you went. You know what I've been doing this whole time? I've been actually going through like the gallery mode and stuff like that, and like playing the songs and stuff.
So like those two instant overheads I just did.
Yeah.
With Puma and Wolverine. Like almost every character can do that. So I just want to tell people like.
Well, is that specifically against Sentinel just because he's larger, or do you think that's viable against other types of characters? Like for Wolverine, you had to do it with a short instead and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like, mainly like only like a lot of characters like Wolverine, like his jump short like for like it's like an instant overhead almost every character except for like Arthur and Joe. So like other characters don't really have that option of the instant overhead. Like for some reason they gave Wolverine that. But most of the time you want to do instant overhead against like big characters like Sentinel just because he has a very big large hitbox and he's very tall. So you can consider him as like the god.
Oh, got it. Alright, cool. Alright. Is there anything else you wanna shout out to people or anything? I don't know. You wanna plug EG or something like that?
Shout out to Evil Geniuses and follow me at Twitter at JWong with 3 G's.
3 Gs or 2 Gs?
Well, 3 G's, but you'll see 3 G's.
J Wong GG.
Yeah, J Wong GG. So it sounds like it's like J Wong, spell it out the full way, and then GG. So think of it like J Wong, good game.
All right, cool. All right, thanks a lot for all the information. I'm gonna run out of hard drive space one of these days, so I gotta get out of here, dude. Thanks, dude.
All right.
Peace out.
Peace.